friends, welcome back to Science with me. My name is Dr. Erica. I'm so happy you're here. Today we have our sidekick Georgia with us today. She's gonna help put on our maker hat as we build some DIY games. We have had a lot of fun the past 2 weeks creating DIY games. Today we are gonna take the soccer stadium we made and turn it into a foosball stadium. Or if you want to, you can make your own separate foosball stadium. I thought it would be kind of fun to do a 2-in-1. If it's your first time, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, give us a thumbs up, check us out on Facebook or patreon.com, and help us grow our families that we get to do awesome science with. We have some amazing stuff coming up for Nobel Prize winning week, as well as some art and science week, which will wrap up our 2020 year. It's going to be amazing. So today's foosball, I thought it would be really fun to make our soccer stadium sort of dual purpose. So we're going to also turn it into a foosball stadium. And what I need is I need my soccer stadium. And if you haven't made a soccer stadium, you can check out our YouTube video. We have another one to show you how to make this soccer stadium on there. I've got some straws that I'm going to hook my foosball players onto. I need some popsicle sticks just for whatever I might use them to build. I need a ball because we're going to play some soccer. I have some cardboard so that I can cut out little people for the cardboard for my foosball people so they can kick. And then we have our building materials. I have scissors, I've got a hole punch, and Georgia is our hot glue aficionado, which is perfect. She loves the hot glue. So the first thing that we are going to do is I notice when I put my straws across this, and depending on the size of your box, I can't really play foosball with these straws. And I also want to be able to move my players a little bit. I think that would be more fun. So what I was thinking I could do is I could attach two of these straws. I could bend one, and I could smush it into the end of the other straw, just like this. And I can add on my foosball player right there, so it can glue across those two pieces. Now I have handles, and I can also move it back and forth, and I'll be able to do that inside of the little holes that we are going to punch. All right, so first thing that we're going to do is we're going to make all 4 of these. So I'm just going to really quickly do that a couple more times. All right, so I have all 4 of these all ready for myself. And next thing that we want to do, we need to cut out some foosball players and get them ready to play the game. I definitely want my foosball players to be taller than my box so that I don't accidentally find out that, oops, didn't glue them on tall enough and we have to redo it. That would be no fun. So I'm just going to cut some skinny shapes right now that will be what our players will end up as. And then if we want, we can cut the shape of the player out. And then now I've got this. When we install our players, we're going to want to install these first so that we know that our players will hit the bottom so they can actually hit this ball. If they're too high up, the ball might just go under their feet. That'd be no fun, huh, Georgia? All right, so Georgia's probably wondering, well, I'm ready. First, we need a goalie. So we're going to put in a goalie. We're going to punch a hole, probably about the same spot on each side to make our goalie. Now, if you want to be really good about it, you can measure it and make sure it's the same from both sides. Then you're just going to smush your straw in and feed it through. She's got it going on. Now, ours is a little bit tight. So what you can do to make sure that as you're playing, you have a lot of ability to move back and forth, just open it up by wiggling these straws a little bit. I'm breaking it a little bit as I go, but I'm not worried because I know that we can fix that. In fact, I think we're gonna put a little dab of glue. Why don't you put a little dab of glue on the end of this, please? And then we can put our straws together, a little bit of glue on the inside. Perfect. And that will help make sure that those stay together. Notice that I do have this part that's going to be glued in the middle, so I don't have anything clunky hitting these edges. That's pretty important. All right, so then we need our goalie this might be our goalie piece, and we're just going to glue that goalie piece on, making sure that if you have a little bit of space, like a little gap between the bottom of the feet and the board, that's okay. But we do want to make sure that it's not so big that the ball can get through. Georgia, can you glue that on for me? Beautiful. All right, so here is one of our goalies, and I think we will go around and we'll cut through and decorate these, but this is a rough idea, and I think maybe we need a kicker for one team, so we can do another set of these. Oops, here goes one of my advertisements. We'll glue that back on. Maddie's dogs fell off, oh no. We're gonna put a kicker on the other side. And the idea will be that each team, everybody has 2 players that they can control. All right, and then that gives you a little bit extra if you want. So everybody's got a goalie and a kicker, which I think will be kind of fun. All right, so now that we have all 4 of our holes punched, we can just feed these straws through. You wanna help me out, Georgia? We're gonna feed them through first. We gotta feed them through these holes.
I can do this.
She's got that part. You do this one. And I'll do this one.
I do
So we're just
them, you do 2 of them.
feeding them through. They come out the other side, and because it's so long, we'll have that ability to move them back and forth.
You get 1.5, I get 2.5.
Okay. There we go. I'm going to add again a little bit of glue inside these straws to make sure that they stay together, and that will be even more helped out by when we add our player onto that spot too. Just like that. Beautiful. How about we flip it this way and you can work on this one. And oops,
This is
ow,
mine.
glue this one. Just like that. Oh, you don't want to glue it until after it's in. Otherwise, it might not make it through the hole punch. That's why we are gluing afterwards. There we go. All right. You're gonna need to make sure that you have some great colors that you can distinguish whose is whose. In fact, if you have different color straws, that could be one way to do it. We could color a set of straws in one direction. I'm just gonna face my players the way I'd like them to go for now, and then we will get them all colored up and decorated after in our Zoom party, because that is the best time to decorate things. Oh, this is great. We can move it back and forth. We're gonna need to open up these holes a little bit, but that's gonna happen pretty naturally as we keep playing a little bit more. Those holes will get a little bit wider. They just need it ever so slightly being opened up, and then they'll fit perfectly. You don't want them to open up too much and then find out that, oh, it was too much and now it doesn't work. All right, you want to put a little line of glue on the back of this guy for me towards
Right here?
a little bit above the middle.
Right here?
Yeah, that looks good. Beautiful. That's going to be our goalie on this side. Just like that. And then we need a kicker on that side. And a little more glue, please, Georgia.
Right here?
Yep. A little bit more. Uh-oh. We're almost out of glue. Whew. Just enough, I think. All right. So now you can kind of see how our foosball is coming together. We can twist these. We can move them side to side. Again, as we go in and out, you can sort of prep it so that you can already see how much easier it's happening, so that these guys will go in and out a little bit more. And those holes will open up and you can start to play a little bit of foosball, which will be fun. I think the ping pong ball might be a little too big to play with this foosball, so we will probably break out a marble when we play it. But that is up to you how you want it, or maybe you even made a larger spot. So again, I'm just opening up these areas by just going back and forth. You could also, if you took these out, you could try just taking like some scissors or a pencil to make it just a little bit bigger. Then you've got your fun tabletop foosball game. Hopefully you had some great additions. We'll have to add our Maddie's dogs and Johnny's cold hard cash advertisements back on here, which was kind of fun to make. And decorate it, of course. And then when you want to, you can take our foosball pieces out and you would have your tabletop soccer game that you can play with just the straws. You can put these guys back in and have a lot of fun. All right, thank you guys so much for joining us for DIY Game Week. It has been a ton of fun. Make sure that you give us a thumbs up, click like, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and check us out at patreon.com/RosieResearch. Have a great one. Goodbye, friends. Oh, you got me.
Okay. I'm just doing the best. Oh, I got you again. I'm the best.
Oh,
But
yes.
you can't really move these.